his Lord these things, verse 21. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, Go out quickly into the streets and the lanes of the city, and bring in here the poor and the maimed and the halt and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done, and as you have commanded, and yet there is room. Lord, it is done as you have commanded, and yet there is room. 18th verse, and they all with one consent began to make excuses. And they all with one consent began to make excuses. And we like to use for a thought this morning, this afternoon, what's your excuse?
All right, now.
What's your excuse? If you will, turn to your neighbors and neighbors. The harvest is plentiful, but the labors are few. Turn to other neighbors and neighbors. What's your excuse? Let's give God a hand and praise and take our seats. What's your excuse? And they all with one consent began to make excuses.
All right.
Heard a story the other day. This family had visited a church and left their name and address, and like many churches do, the minister or someone from that congregation will give them a call just to check up on them, to find out if they're new in the neighborhood, if they're new in the community, if they have a church home, if they have a